How to identify and report duplicate patient records in CIIS. If you need assistance navigating our material, please reach out. In this video, you'll learn how to identify duplicate patient records in CIIS. First, navigate to CIIS.state.co.us. Log into the CIIS main application and select your provider/clinic. Remember to always verify your default provider/clinic before you begin to work in CIIS. If you have access to more than one provider and clinic, you can use the drop-down to select the provider and clinic in which you want to work. The Duplicates submodule allows users to view previously identified duplicates for a selected patient record or to add new duplicates for resolution by CIIS staff. Duplicates can be identified by the system or by a user. Once you complete the process of identifying a duplicate, the system will store it so that it can be reviewed and reconciled by a CIIS system administrator. To identify duplicate records in CIIS, follow these steps. First, search for a patient. To search for a patient, you can either select the patient search link in the main header bar or select patients and then choose search in the left menu bar. You will be navigated to the patient search screen. Now let's search for a patient. Search for your patient using a combination of the first 3 letters of the first or last name and the date of birth. If you are struggling to find your patient, pause this video and select the patient search video link that appears in the top right-hand corner. To work with the patient's record, select the patient's name. A patient preview pop-up will appear. Verify that this is the correct patient, then select Cancel or the X in the top right corner. Now you can select an action. You can navigate to the Duplicates screen by selecting the Actions drop-down menu and selecting Duplicates. If you don't see duplicates in the drop-down, email the CIIS help desk at cdphe.ciis@state.co.us to update your user account settings. From the Patient Duplicate screen, you can view any duplicate records that have already been identified for the patient. Please note that in this example, no duplicate records have been previously identified for the selected patient record. To find duplicate patient records, select the search button with the magnifying glass icon. In the patient search pop-up, input the search criteria and select the search button. The system will display matching patient records. Choose the Select Patient button next to the patient record that you have identified as a possible duplicate. This will auto-populate the patient ID field on the patient duplicate screen. In the Required Comments field, specify information that might be useful to the CIIS system administrator when combining these records. For example, use the patient's CIIS ID to specify which record to keep. Please note, it is recommended to add a comment that lists the CIIS ID for the best record to retain. This information helps the CIIS system administrator during processing and limits the need for additional information. Now select the Add to Duplicates button. This information will now be stored in CIIS so that the CIIS system administrator can review and reconcile the records. The Patient Duplicates feature in CIIS also allows users to view potential duplicate records that have already been identified, but not yet merged, in a side-by-side view. For instance, by selecting the View button next to the duplicate record that was already identified, you will be able to view and compare the duplicate record you identified. Please remember that you will not be able to combine duplicate records that have been identified. The record will be reviewed and reconciled by a CIIS system administrator within 7 to 10 business days. If you have questions, please contact the CIIS help desk at cdphe.ciis@state.co.us. Thank you.